Howdy. So I just came from shopping area. Did some shopping. Now we're changing lenses because to my 105mm, because in like about half an hour I might go and do a video, because on the way in I'm always passing that massive construction site where, if you remember, a while ago I was filming these big scrapers, dual engine scrapers, and now I see something really unique. It's one of those, I don't know, 16 axles, you know, IGN with a huge truck, and it's a beam trailer, so it must be something really massive. And he was just sitting there, still hooked to the trailer, empty, and there's two pilot cars and they're waiting for something. So I thought I would just go home, have a Partake Brewing IPA beer, and go back and see if they're ready to, if they're loading already something. It should be something really big. I'm guessing it's, I saw huge excavators over there, like really massive, you know, like 5 or 6 series, you know, big ones. I think that's what they're, and then it would be interesting how he gets out of that construction site. It's not exactly, you know, lots of room. Now, what I was shopping for in order of importance. First of all, we have my favorite non-alcoholic beer, IPA, made in Canada. The best part about this, as I mentioned before, is it's only 10 calories, because you have to watch with this so-called non-alcoholic beer. Okay, what if it shoots now? No, it's okay. Cheers. Tastes pretty good. So that was item number 1. Item number 2, got some socks. 3 pairs of socks. This was like 25 bucks, but these are like big. Usually it's difficult to find my size, and this is 12 to 16 sizes it fits. Then I got 2 pairs of cargo pants. Put them on. Turns out I did add weight, so before I was 34 by 32. Try 34, it was too tight. Definitely need to lose some weight, so because I had to switch to 36 by 32. But these are like gorgeous, and I think you can, yeah, you can even turn them into shorts. You know, these were about 50 bucks each. So I bought 2 identical ones because I don't have pants like this after I quit trucking. And then last but not least, we got these Dakota boots. These are like gorgeous, you know, because they are water resistant, and it's SAA whatever, CIA approved, you know, like that green thing over there. And they said I must buy not like low shoes, but they said I need at least 6 inches over the ankle, or 8. They said 6 to 8. And these are like great. So there was like 250 bucks, you know, expensive, but what do you do? You need them for job sites, right? Now, speaking about job sites, I decided finally, you know, it's time to get serious about work, about making money, because this freight business, yeah, it sounds good on paper, and I'm my own boss, except, you know, the market is still down. And I was just listening to the report on CNN. They were saying they lost, what, like 37,000 people in trucking. But of course, the big part of that is because of this yellow bankruptcy, right? But still, lots of people left trucking in the recent months. But they did add jobs in the States. And of course, you can guess, industry number 1 where they added jobs was construction. And I was super excited about that part-time gig, you know, as photographer, to take pictures of cars. And then, I was lying in bed, or, thinking about this. And when I woke up in the morning, I sent an email to this lady, Jenna, I think, or Jenny. I said, can you realistically give me a number? Like, how many cars do you think I'll be shooting? So basically, I'm trying to plan my budget, right? And can I shoot on the weekend? Because I was thinking if I get another job, or I'm doing the freight brokerage, right? I can do cars on the weekend because, dealers are open on the weekend. And she wrote back, she said, no, it's weekdays only. And she says, we expect you to be busy 1 or 2 days a week. So we're hoping for anywhere between 10 and 30 cars a week. And I'm like, holy moly. So they pay $10 a car, Canadian. So it means that I went through all this BS with documents and paperwork, and I paid $56 for a criminal search, all for the glowing opportunity to make anywhere between $100 and $300 a week, and I just bought the lens, right? I just bought this 24 to 70 lens because they required this particular focal length, $1,300. So I don't know. So I called the heavy operator school again. I already know a couple of guys there. Sorry, by name. And of course I know people were saying it's all BS. You basically can go and find a company that will hire you and then train you. And I did find one company, believe it or not, that offers opportunity to operate rock trucks. They're saying you will be trained to operate a rock truck, like different sizes, from like 100-ton to 400-ton. So it's humongous trucks, but it's a mine, and you're not just a heavy equipment operator, you're also a laborer. So you must be ready to do all kinds of work and assignments, whatever the supervisor decides he should send you to do. And that seems like a great setup, but for two things. One, this mine is almost 300 kilometers or 200 miles southwest in the middle of nowhere. They do not offer any accommodation. There's no camp. So you have to find your own place where to live, right? But they do have buses. They have like buses from one village running to the mine. So I'm guessing if you find like an apartment or a basement room or something in one of those villages close to their buses, you can, but basically I would have to leave Calgary, right? But the worst part, so that's one thing, remoteness, a remote location with no camp. Because most construction sites, right, if you work in the middle of nowhere, there will be a camp. There'll be like those little, wagons or whatever, right? Like little modular buildings where you can sleep, and stay warm in winter. But these guys have nothing. So that's why they have these openings, right? Because nobody wants to go there. It's unless you, I don't know, 18 years old. And so remoteness. And secondly, the shifts. The shifts, at first, you look like, I scanned briefly the job description, and it says 4 days on, 4 days off. Okay, 12-hour days. All right, not too happy about that, but if it's 4 days off, right? But then, like smaller print, it says, after I started scanning, more carefully, smaller print says that the shifts alternate days to nights. So you have to be prepared to work 4 nights, 12-hour shift, basically, let's say 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Four nights, and then you have 4 days off. And so basically, you work 4 nights, then 4 days, 4 nights, 4 days. And I know, like, I used to do this when I was younger, when I worked on the railroad. It really ages you very fast, if you don't sleep properly. And I remember I read a report about this, that doctors were saying that it's okay to work at night as long as you don't change it all the time. Let's say you always work at night, you always sleep during the day. But if it changes like that, 4 nights on, then 4 days on. That's crazy. That's very bad for your body, right? And so basically I had to say no to that one, and so I called the school, and I found the not the cheapest program, but the next to cheapest. It's a 3-week course. First I chose a dozer. It just focuses on one machine. So 3-week course, you get 50 hours in the machine, not the simulator, but the real machine. Plus you get all these, what they call them, safety tickets required in Alberta, like ground disturbance is one of them. I don't remember the rest because it's all abbreviations. And so yeah, so then I talked to a few people who work in construction, and they said, yeah, don't do dozer. It's very hard on the body. And so I switched to a different machine. And Monday, of course, is holiday here as well. And so Tuesday, I'm moving out, and they said Tuesday whole day will be devoted to this ground disturbance safety ticket. So basically it's some kind of training with a test. It's like whole day. And then Wednesday, I show up at the school already with, for some theory, some classroom training. And then, yeah, then you get 50 hours in the machine, and I just hope I'll be able to get a job. Ideally like part-time, and some people were saying I'm too old. I'm not too old. I run 3 times a week, 30 minutes each time. I do kettlebells, and now we're switching to non-alcoholic beer because they'll be doing testing, right? Like drug and alcohol testing. So that's it. And then my client, when I did photography, I think I mentioned this before, I did some pregnant maternity photo shoot, right? But the lady, they prohibited me from posting those pictures. Like I found a couple of pictures, just wanted to add them to my Instagram, my Sergei Dratchev photo as a sample that I can do maternity shoots. And then we did the baby shower. But they said, no, the baby is due on August 28th. We'd like you not to post those pictures because that can be like a bad sign. So, okay, like today's September 1st, right? So I texted them this morning. I said, okay, has the baby arrived yet? Are we cool? And they said, not yet, smiley face, right? I'm like, what's going on? So because of that, I cannot publish the photos I took. I cannot use them as a sample. But that's it. And that's all I need to start the training. So I need the boots and I need the pants. And they said t-shirts like this is okay. And the school provides a hot hat, gloves, and a safety vest. But I already have my own safety vest, but it's cool that they give you that. And then, of course, this when I go there Tuesday for this ground disturbance training, it's all included. I don't have to pay anything. They're gonna give that third-party training company my name, my address, and I just have to bring ID, my driver's license, my passport or something, right? And that's it. And I found this is near Red Deer, which is just basically hour north of here on Highway 2. So I'm gonna go and stay there 4 nights next week, right? So I'll be there Tuesday, so I have to be there, sleep night for Wednesday, night for Thursday, night for Friday. So just 3 nights, right? And then Friday is the last day, and then Saturday, Sunday I drive back home, spend the weekend at home, And that's why I wanted to be able to shoot cars on the weekend. But you see, because now I'll be busy for the next 3 weeks. And then next week, right? So I'll leave like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, drive 1 hour. So I don't need a hotel but then I need a hotel for Monday on Tuesday, then Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, so 4 nights. And then Friday after classes, I just drive back home. So it's not that far. So I'm pretty happy that, they have 3 training locations. So one is here in Red Deer, one is in Edmonton, which is, of course, it's much further up. And then they have one in BC, in British Columbia. And so I'm happy that I'm close to this Red Deer facility. So yeah, time to get serious, time to start making some money before I lose the apartment and I lose my car. No, it's not. It's very far from that because I still have lots of reserves to borrow from, but it's just this freight thing. It's not working out, you know. But I still have my load board, you know, access. I have my. Oh, by the way, today I got finally I got the official letter. You know, when the FMCSA sends you a letter saying this is proof of your authority, like a one-page letter says this is your DOT number, this is your MC number, you authorize for property. So I have no intention of giving that up because you can make good money even from one load, right? But I'll have to incorporate that somehow into my construction job. So hopefully I'll be able to get one. But so I'm gonna cut on alcohol and devote more time to physical training, and hopefully I'll be okay. Need to lose some weight as well, so this is it's a good opportunity for me, you know, to work on my health, lose weight, and just basically start making some money finally. All right.